Where all my Billy Clan members at? Watching for the days of fashion, tuning in from day to day, wondering what Billy doing next. Fashion, money, stacks and stacks. Go get y'all, go y'all back. It's day 20, day 20, day 20. Day 20. Oh my god, we halfway there, guys. We got 20 more days after this. So, are you guys excited? Don't all respond at the same time, but are y'all excited? Y'all are? Oh my god. I'm excited too. I'm excited too. Before we get started, make sure that y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said, our Billy Clan is growing. We're now at 42 subscribers. Y'all already know the goal. The goal is to make it to about like 500-ish by the end of the year, okay? Like, I really feel like y'all can help me get there, okay? You know, because you got to go there to get there. You got to get there to go there, okay? Okay, but for real, first of all, I just want to thank y'all, everybody who's been tuning in since day one and still tuning in up until now. Today we're going to be making a halter top, and let me show y'all how to do it. I have some satin fabric, and I'll say it was about 3 feet, okay? And the way I cut out my pattern, I combined like the neck part, the underarm, and then left some into it's just all one pattern piece. And then I wanted to do like the little drawstring for like the neck to tie that up right here. So that's what I'm going to do. And it ended up looking like this. You can take an undershirt. You can take an undershirt or a tank top, and you could do something similar. Just trace the undershirt shape out, and then add a little bit more width, just according to like, you know, like your bust, like your waist, and like your hips, and your arms, like in your arms and shoulder area, just to make sure everything fits. And I went ahead and made like a little dip to make the halter shape. Maybe too wide though. Now that I think about it, it might be too wide up here. I just wanted to make sure it fit, because, baby. I mean, when we had that little U shape, we're going to put this. Okay, one thing I want to tell y'all about satin. Satin is very, baby, when it comes to working with satin, prepare to have it all over the place for a long time. On your bed, on the floor, on the chair, on the table, in your mouth, in your eye, in your nose, everywhere, okay? When you are done with satin, you will be done. It will be everywhere. Okay. And it's also pretty slippery, which is why I made about what? This is like about 3 inches wide, and I wanted to make it just flow like this, so that way it could tie off in the back. And I'm going to attach this to the curved part. Hopefully that turned out right. Mind you, most of these things that I'm making for these projects, this is my first time making it. Like, this is my first time ever making a halter top. And I wanted to make sure that it fits really well. So I made it a little bit larger than it needed to be. But it's okay. And it's going to be kind of backless. Then stitch the little tie to the neck part. Finish the hem. And finish the arm side area. So to make this, or to make something similar to that pattern, you will take a shirt or a tank top, and you will lay it on some fabric. Okay? You'll lay it on your satin fabric or whatever fabric you decide to use to make your halter top. After that, you will trace the neckline. That's where your halter top will start making that shape. Okay? And then after that, it's kind of similar to like the raglan sleeve, but you'll do like this and then go down to like right about here, and then you continue going straight until you meet in the center back. You add about 2 inches of seam allowance and ease, just so you can like get in and out of the shirt easily. And then you're going to cut. Now this is just contingent on you. This I made mine long so that I could be able to tie it up in the back, make a little bow, boom, and it's still like long enough. Then you're going to cut out a piece where you make the little scarf part that you're going to connect to the neckline. And I made it about 60 inches long. Nothing too crazy. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, you can make it more narrow, however you want to do it. It's all up to you. I did that so it could be really simple. Like I said, it's my first time making one, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to spend too much time going in and remaking things. If it do happen to be too big, what I can do is just add some fisheye darts. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, it's okay. It's okay. So the first step we're going to do is pin center back, and we're going to pin that at 1/2 of an inch. I also plan on doing like a clean finish, so I might do 3/4 of an inch, just to make sure I'll be able to like fold it back onto itself and make that extra seam, similar to how we did the French seams, just so it can finish those raw edges, because I do not want anything fraying. But this, I know I like the incomplete look, but for this fabric, we can't get away with doing that, okay? Like I said, the fraying is going to be everywhere. Like when I wash my shirt, it's going to be very messed up, and it's going to be probably unrecognizable after. So we need to make sure we're finishing the hems for this shirt. This is how my halter top looks now that I've stitched the center back seam. I also went ahead and evened out the hem because it was a little uneven. We don't want no unevenness, okay? That affects quality. This is how the seam looks. It's finished. It's finished. And the raw edges are encased. And we're going to also finish our hem that way, as well as the part around the perimeter, like where the armhole and everything is. Up next, we're going to attach this part to the neckline. Now the neckline is curved and this is a straight edge, and you're going to do it right sides together, find center front on this part and the bodice front, and then you're going to stitch the seam at 3/4 of an inch so that we could be able to fold it over and encase it like we did with the center back seam. The piece that we attach to the neckline, we're going to treat that as if we're doing the waistband, and we're going to stitch it to the neckline, and then we're going to take the other edge and just fold that over so that way the raw edges could be complete. And this is optional. You can also do like a row of top stitching on the side or some under stitching just to keep everything like neat and organized and flat. This is how my halter top neckline looks once I've added the extra attachment to it to make it a tie up in the back. And on the inside, this is how it looks, stitched at a 1/2 of an inch seam. Now what I'm going to do to make this much neater and easier for like when I fold it over and close it up, I'm going to grade the seam by just cutting it in half a little bit and just trimming this off. Some of this is just unnecessary, all this frayiness, we're going to cut that off, and a little bit of the fabric too, so maybe about 1/8 of an inch. Here I've carefully pinned the other half down to cover up the stitched piece that I attached to the bodice neckline, and we're just going to stitch that closed, just make sure all the raw edges are encased. And with the same thing with the other end, we're going to carefully fold it about 1/4 of an inch, press it together like this and stitch it closed all throughout and on the other side. Alright, so this is how the attachment that I add, that's going to be like the part that I used to tie up the shirt, looks. It kind of started twisting while I did it. It's kind of aggravating, but we have to see it through. Okay, so this is how it looks. Next, we're just going to go and finish the sides right here. As you can see, this is all raw. If you want to, you could do some bias tape and finish that off and be done. And we're also going to do the hem. Just finish the hem and finish that other part, and that'll be all that we have to do for our halter top. By now, this is how your finished halter top should look. This is the neckline, the finished arm size. There's no real definite armholes, just opening. Alright, no side seams, but this is how the body part should look. And the hem, this is how the hem looks. I need to do some trimming, but besides that, this is how it looks. And center back, and just like the back of the shirt in general. Alright, if you've made it up to this point, guys, congratulations. Y'all have constructed a halter top for the first time, just like me, guys, just like me, because I did not know what to expect. I really wanted this to turn out right, and I think it did just that. And I'm so excited. And if y'all are really if y'all have made it up to this point of the video, thank you. Okay, thank you. I want to thank you for making it this far in the video. We're going to continue our fashion projects and 40 days of fashion on day 21 tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all and talk to y'all tomorrow, guys.